Hello, my name is Katie Mitchell, or am I? Or am I just an AI bot? No, I'm just kidding. I really am Katie Mitchell, and this is my video presentation for my capstone project for BAN Business Analytics 710 for the University of Nevada, Reno. I am doing my research market study research around how designers and content creators are co-creating with artificial intelligence. I am teaming up with a company called 8th Day Create, an incredible designer. I myself will be represented as Intel metadata throughout this project, as I'll be engaging with social media through a survey to collect data and find insights into the world of AI and how that co-creation is existing with designers and content creators currently. Okay, so let's dive into this. My marketing research question is, how are content creators and designers engaging with AI, and do AI enhancements impact public preference in design? 8th Day Create is a company that is run by Brandon De Palma. He calls himself now an AID, which is an AI designer, given that AI has come so much into his design space and his element and has changed his processes. The images, the work that you see in front of him, all had a co-creation with AI, despite the except for the Dope Magazine logo. He created that logo and started with that company as their art director and was behind that logo, just to qualify him as a designer. But you can see his evolution now as an artist, almost, with his co-creations with AI. And I will be Intel Metadata, the data scientist who will be doing the analysis on this survey and on this research study. Okay, so let's get into the background. We touched a bit about it on the previous slide, but companies are already engaging in AI, and they're already using AI to develop their brand and really individualize their brand using AI. But design is not taking place just at corporations. With AI and the democratization of AI tools, content creators are happening at any level. Anybody who puts out a piece of content creation, it can be social media, as an artist, NFTs, etc. AI can actually co-create with you and put out quality content. And AI is already changing the way that the design space is happening, and it's already changing nomenclature. For instance, the designer that I'm teaming up with is already calling himself an AID, which is an AI designer. So the last aspect that I want to bring into this background, and something that I will be drawing from in my research, is looking also to the ethical and moral considerations, and if content creators are even considering that in their content creation when they are engaging with AI. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to collect some data, and I'm going to do it by putting out a public survey. And I will be Intel metadata. I will be putting together a survey in which I will be running through social media, which is why I have those Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and LinkedIn are the social media sites that I intend to push my survey out in order to target audiences, being that anybody can be a content creator, anybody can truly answer this survey. So it's not limited, but in the survey, I do wish to gather some demographics to see if we can try to capture a breadth of different types of content creators and get a wide perspective. So part of the survey will be around how content creators are engaging with AI tools, what kind of tools are they engaging with, and how often are they using them. I would like to know more about their ethical, like I talked about in the previous slide, if they do have any sentiments around ethical or moral sentiments around AI or in what they are creating, etc. And then there's going to be another element of it, which is where my partner company comes in as 8th Day Create Design, in which he was tasked with creating 5 different pieces of artwork based on design prompts, word design prompts. And here's the test. He's going to create one version without AI. He's going to create one version using AI enhancements, which is his current process. And then he's going to make one version that is only produced by AI. And so what the survey will be asking any participants is which of those versions of the same word prompt did they prefer. So for instance, one of the design prompts that were given to him was a stylized image of Las Vegas, Nevada with the words, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." So what's important to understand here, when you engage with AI from a designs perspective, words matter. And that's going to become evident as we talk a little bit more about that. But it's the prompting and the word prompting that is really what is driving this AI. And that is what is an interesting game changer in design. So the survey will run ideally for 2 weeks on social media in order to collect all that data. And then there will also be an element of a prize giveaway of a piece of one of Brandon De Palma's, the artist's work to help drive participation. And so that'll just be a random drawing of one of his framed pieces of work in which he created through these design prompts. My research methods will be using Qualtrics for my survey, R, Tableau, RapidMiner, and Excel for my analysis. The presentation will be done in PowerPoint. The video portion will be put on YouTube, and my written portion will be done using Word. When I design my survey, I hope to bring in some different aspects around sentiments around the negative aspect, not just the positive aspects of AI. So the value and insights that this research study will draw is a collection of data that will help have a better understanding into AI awareness as far as content creators and designers at different areas and different levels, different tools that they are using with, how they are engaging with those tools, how that has changed their design processes in an AI digital world, as well as if their design work, if there's preferences over if AI was used or not, as well as designers and content creators' sentiments around AI and ethics, and even if that's something that designers and content creators are even thinking about as they engage with AI tools. So how that could be actionable information is that you can have a better understanding on target audiences, co-creators and designers at any different level and how they're engaging with AI, so you can reach those types of designers if you are doing something that you want to sell to them or actionable knowledge. For the case of my business case, he wants to put out a podcast, so engaging in relevant content as well as knowing who and how and when and where to reach out to them. So do you want to take the survey? If so, stay tuned. I am currently setting up the infrastructure for Intel metadata as far as social media, but designer Brandon De Palma and his company 8th Day Create is all available out there on social media. Start following him. My website is intelmetadata.com to start getting my shell going, as to set up all of my infrastructure. Also, I mentioned a podcast. We're going to be doing our first podcast on Friday. We're going to dip our toe into it. The topic is going to be ancient future, and you can stay tuned to hear that as we go along, as well as if you want to enter to win one of his pieces that he is designing for this survey, for this research. It's not that piece in the corner, but it will be an awesome piece. So stay tuned, follow us, and thank you for listening, and we look forward to revealing the results.